During a recent visit to the Philippines, I was sitting in the middle of the World War II cemetery. Miles and miles of dead bodies that have been buried over there. In this beautiful silence all around you. When you sit and wonder, this is where all of us eventually will be. Dead and gone forever. Sitting in that silent area with so many hundreds of thousands of dead war veterans who were buried and gone, having fought for their countries, having had ambitions and desires for their families, having so much care and affection for their loved ones, everything gone in the end. When you sit amidst such large number of dead bodies, you wonder, what is the reason why people have so much of ego? What is the reason why people have so much of aggression? Why is it that people are running after money and wealth, an unhealthy competition, trying to cut each other down while winning an extra buck for themselves? Why is it that so many families have so much of internal strife? Why is it that spouses are fighting amongst themselves? Why is it that parents and children are not able to connect with one another? Why is it that countries are fighting with one another for an extra mile of their land? Why is it that certain religions or certain people or certain communities are fighting against one another? Why is it that there is so much of hatred? Why is it that there is so much of tension and sorrow? Because at the end of the day, each one of us will be left with just a small piece of land or incinerated, and finally, we will all be equal. There is no difference between the rich or the poor in the cemetery. There is no difference between the boss or the subordinate. There is no difference between the wealthy and the not so wealthy. At the end of the day, we will all be gone. At the end of the day, we will all be equal once again. So why is it not possible for us to be happy, coexist, support one another, and live in harmony within families, within communities, within countries, in this whole world? Because at the end of the day, we are all heading in the same direction.